What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the show. How's it going, Mike? It's been a minute, but man, it's glad to be back.
Man, we're way too busy for baseball season. Wade, we need to tone down the real life for a little bit. I have been missing dueling aces, been missing you, been missing all your winning picks. But man, it feels so good to get in here on a Thursday. It's a lighter MLB slate, but we got some nice bets for the people. Got to continue on a nice little run we've been on, man. What's going on here?
Hi, man. It's been going pretty good. Yeah, I believe last time we were on the show, we'd had a 3-2 day. Before that, we were on 11-1 run. So that brings us to a 14-3 run overall for our little YouTube run here for the to start the season. Been a couple weeks since we've done the show. Mainly all on me. Had a lot of things going on. Just have not had time to get this in. We tried to record yesterday. Ended up only having one pick, so it was kind of tough to do a show yesterday. So we pushed it off to today. But got a lot of picks today. Smaller slate too. Taking some chances today. Obviously, yesterday we had a pretty big slate and ended up with one play, and then today we have a lower slate, and I think we've got 5 or 6 plays. So yeah, we'll see how that works out.
Yep, I'm with you, buddy. Same here. I didn't like a lot yesterday, but surprisingly liked a lot today. So sometimes it goes opposite how you think it will.
Yeah, that's what kind of like why, it's we talk about volume all the time. Some days, you have a lot of pitchers going you like, you end up having 8 or 10 plays you really like. It's like how do
Yep.
you pick which ones you really like the most? And then on the other side of it, you have days like yesterday, I believe Monday was a slow day, and then Sunday was also a day where I only liked like one thing. So really like 3 of the last 5 or 6 days, we haven't really had a lot to play, at least on my end. So when you do have those days to take, I guess, action. Um, it's kind of hard to stay off those. So I don't know. It's tough because when for me at least when we have less picks, we seem to profit more. When you
Yeah.
end up running out 7, 8, 9, 10 picks, it ends up either doing really well, being really bad, or you just end up skewing your data and you end up at like negative or just barely breaking even. I guess I'll say. Um, and it's really hard. I would love to stick to a goal of like 3 to 5 picks a day, kind of like you do, but man, on some of these slates when you got 8, 9, 10 pitchers going, you really like really good matchups. It's just it's hard to go less picks, which it's something I'm really trying to get better at, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough because it always seems like the ones you move off your bets list onto your leans list end up hitting, and then you're kicking yourself, and it's the gambler's curmudgeon, man. It's the gambler's curmudgeon. I have a
That's
hard time too, and I'm more of a moderate volume guy, but yeah, it's hard for me some days to stick in that 3 to 5 range. Some days I want to fire 7, 8, 9, and it's really uncomfortable for me because it's not what I'm used to. But man, it's just tough. It is definitely tough. But you just have to remember though, if you do have 7 one day or even 8, 9, really, I think obviously you're doing something right. Tons of profit you made the last couple of years in MLB.
at least luckily on YouTube, we've at least I know with me and you, we're on a 14-3 run. I believe overall for the YouTube series, this at least for this season for baseball, we're at I believe 25-11. So that's still really good for giving out the free picks to people. And I
Love
think
it.
let's just keep that rolling, man. Let's give out some winners for today. I know you've got 2 picks, I've got 2 picks, so let's just jump right into them. What's your first pick
Yeah.
today, man?
That's fighting Phils. I've been right along. Their bats are coming around. Shameless plug for bettersinsider.com. I bet some openers every once in a while. I did this yesterday. Played a minus 125. It's out to minus 145 or so now. I still like it there, though, surprisingly, mainly because of Jesus Luzardo. This guy's impressed the heck out of me this year. One of the best lefties right now in the National League. I didn't think I would feel that strongly about him, but I do. Take his K rate, 79th percentile, 87th, even better. Disgustingly filthy. Sweeper, slider, and sinker, all really good. On the flip side, we got Ryan Pepio, and I like Pepio. I think he's got decent stuff, but man, oh man, playing in that minor league ballpark, that's the alternate home field for Tampa while they're fixing the dome. Not been kind to this poor kid. I mean, it's a cracker box. I kind of feel bad for him. He's kind of a fly ball pitcher. You give up some cheap home runs. It really weren't his fault. I could see it happening here again tonight against this mighty Philly team. My slow to the season, but right now they're 10th against righties in WRC plus, 8th in WRC plus over the last 2 weeks. By contrast, the Rays suck against lefties. Against Southpaws, 27th this season. WRC plus against lefties. and just 26th over the last 2 weeks. So yeah, I'm not gonna overthink it. I already cashed a series bet with the Phillies yesterday when they won. I'm gonna be greedy. I'm gonna bet on them to go for the sweep here. Any thoughts from you, my man?
Yeah, I don't hate it. I guess if you want me to give out a little bonus play, which is something we've kind of always done on this show, that's kind of helped us get to where we are on our record. I gave out Lazardo over 17.5 outs. Got that on Novig this morning for -115. Yeah, I mean 7 of the last 11 left-handed pitchers have gone 18 on the Rays. They are dead last in the last 15 days in average with a .136 average, .192 WOBA, and are second to last in WRC plus and ISO to left-handed pitchers. So they're not generating many runs, and their average is just really bad. So yeah, I really like that look. I wouldn't be shocked to see the Phillies sweep. It's always pretty hard to sweep any team, and the Rays have been really good hitting team this year, but mainly off of right-handed pitchers. So they have the Phillies definitely have the edge of this today, especially with the left-handed pitcher going. So yeah, I really
Yeah.
like that look.
Don't hold out on us, big way.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Chris Bubik over 17.5 outs for the Royals. Now, I gave this out early. I actually posted this to Twitter, I believe, around 2:30 in the morning. The odds there were -115 on Fanatics. I'm pretty sure it's moved up quite a bit from that number, but even if it's 150, 160, I still take that. Again, be sure to check out Fanatics again because a lot of times they'll end up being like -160, -165. They tend to really love that number, especially once a pitcher gets really juiced. Um, Bubik has cashed 18 outs in 4 of his 7 games this season, and 2 of 3 at home this year. And two of those two that he went over, he actually went over 20 outs. He holds a 1.98 ERA, 1.12 WHIP, with a 214 batting average against and a 262 WOBA. White Sox are projected to start 6 right-handed hitters today, which Bubik allows a 214 average to and a 248 WOBA, also a 24% hard hit rate to right-handed hitters. They rank 7th worst with a 217 average and 5th worst WOBA and 6th worst WRC plus to left-handed pitchers. I also really like that he's coming off a 5 inning 72 pitch game, which there was a little bit of inclement weather there in Baltimore, which kind of caused him to start and stop that game. And for some reason, they didn't let him end up going a full 6. But I think with that 72 pitch game, he was going 90 plus the previous 5 games. So I really think he's going to be able to find the distance here, go deep, and I think he can finish with 6 here for us and cash on that number. So.
Yeah, I like Bubik a lot. My goodness, his numbers speak for themselves. Even on a light offensive squad like Kansas City, kids 3-2, a 1.98 ERA, big Wade. That is doing some things. So really, really like that they put him back out as a starter. Last year he was just a bullpen guy. But man, he looks right at home in the starting role. I've been more than impressed. So really, really like that look today. I think I was shopping around while you were going your analysis there. You can still get -145 on that over at DK. So not too bad. Yeah, I think that's still a McSlam in my book. Good luck, buddy.
Very good. I like that.
Nice.
What do you got for us next, man? I know you got a
Yeah,
nice little juicy prop for us.
yeah, a little juicy prop. I wish it was a little bit better number, but I've been riding this train. We'll call it the Fade Halos train. Fade the Angels. They've just been striking out like crazy, man. We cashed last night with Jose Barrios, got an easy one. I'm gonna go back to the well. Chris Bassett over 5.5 Ks, -146 over at FanDuel. My goodness. Ever since then, I mean, the Angels started off pretty hot to the season. They kind of shocked a lot of people, but man, the last month or so, it's been just nasty, really, really bad. Last 2 weeks, they have the highest K rate in baseball, and it doesn't matter if it's against lefties or righties. They're just swinging and missing a ton. It's even worse now that Trout's out again. The poor guy's always hurt. What else is new? I feel bad for him. Feel bad for all Angels fans in general. Love the fact Bassett's median last year was 6. Gets this great matchup against the Angels. It's also off to a fantastic start. Guy's 36 years old, Big Wade, but he looks like he's in the prime of his career all of a sudden. Love that he has 8 different pitches. Good luck, Chuck. Could you imagine trying to hit against a guy with 8 different pitches? So Bassett and Seth Lugo both have a ton of pitches. I don't know how you don't know what's coming. So good luck. Love it. His K rate's 25.7%. It's 72nd percentile. Chase rate on up there also in the 86th percentile. LAA has 5 guys who are fanning at least 27% of the time. This is McSlam in my book, Wade. I don't know how in the world he doesn't get at least 6, 7, 8 Ks. Wouldn't mind the ladder on Bassett up to maybe 8, 9 Ks tonight. Where I'm at.
Yeah, especially with how well he started this year with his strikeout numbers, and then you back that up with Barrios last night, who had 9, and he's really
Yeah,
been pretty inconsistent this year. I know he's coming off a
yeah.
game where he had 8 against the Red Sox, but he also had a game where he had 2 against the Red Sox, and they're one of the strikeout happiest teams in all of baseball. So he's a to see him go off like that last night should give you a lot of good confidence going into today with Bassett for sure.
Hope so, brother. Let's do it. What's your final play, big
Yeah,
guy?
I'm gonna go ahead and just
Parlay?
piggyback off that play, man. I was thinking about giving out another outs prop, but I'm just gonna go ahead and give out this parlay. I gave a
Yeah.
2-leg parlay out. Not sure what the odds would be now, but I gave it out from Fanatics last night. It was -122, and it was actually Chris Bassett to get 5 strikeouts, and
Love
I
it.
paired that with um, Yamamoto to get 5 strikeouts
Ooh,
on the Diamondbacks.
very
Um,
nice.
Bassett had 6 on them last year. He has 5 plus in 12 of his last 16 starts, and 73% of his last 30 starts, he has hit this number with an average of 5.7. Kind of just to piggyback off some of your data you said about the Angels, 15 of the last 20 right handed pitchers have at least 5 on the Angels. They are currently striking out 27%, which is the third
Ooh,
most the last 14 days to right handed pitchers. And they're second most, depending on where you look, they're either second most or first most all season. I think a couple websites may be like a day or two behind on updating their data. So depending on where you look, you might see a couple of different data points there. So yeah, I just think that's a pretty good lock. Um, Yesterday, Barrios was a log. I think if you just take every pitcher that goes against the Angels this year, and even if you don't straight, if you want to parlay, I'm mainly probably parlay, but you can probably
yeah.
cash most of their straights. They do sometimes go 3 or 4 strikeouts on some guys. So I'd say if you could play every pitcher to get at least 4 strikeouts on them this season, you're probably going to profit.
I would.
I
Yeah.
guess you won't profit. You got if you're going to parlay, you got to cash the other side, but you'll probably cash that leg 80 some percent this year
Oh, there's no doubt. Yeah,
for
there's no.
sure.
Yeah, that's a
So
good.
yeah, just the way they're swinging, I think that's a really good look. And then Yamamoto, and it's kind of scary. Last year, I feel like nobody ever took K props against the Diamondbacks, but you check them
Yeah.
this year, and they're kind of striking out a little bit more. I'm not really
Yeah.
sure what's going on with them. They're not really
Hmm.
the best team right now. I know their pitching is their biggest issue. They're giving up a ton of runs, but they're only 19 and 18 on the season, I believe. And now they're facing arguably top 5 pitcher in the league, maybe top 3 right now, maybe the best pitcher this season. And I think his ERA is under 1 right now.
Yep.
Yamamoto also had 5 strikeouts and 8 strikeouts on them last year when they weren't striking out as much. And with 75 plus pitches in his career, he has 17. He has 5 strikeouts in 17 of his 19 starts. Um,
Wow, it's solid.
just
Holy
can't go
smokes.
against those numbers. And then when you look on the flip side of it, 12 of the last 17 right-handed pitchers have at least 5 on the Diamondbacks, and the D-backs are striking out at a 23.5% clip, which is fourth most to right-handed pitchers the last 14 days. So I mean, I really couldn't believe that. I know me and my buddy have been talking about what's going on with the D-backs for a minute
Yeah.
now. Like, why are they striking out so much? But they just are.
Yep.
And with one of the best starting pitchers that can get strikeouts, and I also believe about half of their current roster has not seen him. That
Yep.
just gives him a little leg up, at least on the first at bat. So, kind of hoping he can reach 3 strikeouts, maybe 4 the first time through the order. I don't know if he'll get 4, but maybe he can get 3. If he can get 3 the first time through the order, I think he'll be able to find 2 the rest of the way. So, tough matchup. I wish the odds were a little bit better for a tough matchup like this, but I'm fine with -122. I'll take it, and we'll see if we can cash that ticket.
Yeah, I love it, dude. Yamamoto's just a beast. I don't know how the
I
heck he
know.
goes so hard. He's 5'10" and 176 pounds. How in the world does he throw 96, 97? But his split's even more devastating. He throws a split that's 91. Good luck, man. I don't know how in the world anybody hits this guy. Probably going to win Cy Young as long as he stays healthy, I think. In the NL, I think he's the favorite right now for the Cy. And why not? You
Yep.
nailed it. 4-2 with a 0.90 ERA. 49 strikeouts in just 40 innings pitched. K rates in the 92nd percentile, whiff rates in the 90th percentile. And you're absolutely right, Big Way. It's so funny. We're usually in sync. We, great minds think alike. I was actually noticing that last week. Arizona, they're still putting the ball in play well against lefties, but against righties, not at all. They're for some reason struggling a ton against righties. So yeah, it's something to keep an eye on. If they're facing a lefty, they're still hitting the ball pretty decently as far as contact rate, but against righties, no sirree. So yeah, that's a great find by you. Anytime they're facing righties, I'm going to be looking to fade Zona, which is hard to believe because I like that offense. But yeah, they're just swinging and missing a whole lot more. But yeah,
Yeah, no,
yeah,
I mean, I think this is
tough.
a pretty good look. I guess that's probably the leg I'm worried about the most, but I think we'll be fine.
Oh yeah,
So let's go a quick recap on these picks for everybody. Mike's got the Phillies. Is that the money line play you gave out?
money line. Yeah, money line.
Phillies money line play. We've
Nice.
got Chris Bubik for the Royals to go over 17 and a half outs against the White Sox. That game starts relatively soon, I believe, around 2 o'clock. And then Mike gave out Chris Bassett over 5.5 strikeouts. And then I gave out a parlay of Chris Bassett 5 strikeouts with Yamamoto 5 strikeouts. And then a little sprinkle of a bonus play there for you with Lazardo to go over 17 and a half outs today. I like him to bounce back after his last start against the
Yeah,
Diamondbacks. So
nice. I like that one
five
quite a bit.
picks. You got anything else to say, Mike, before we jump off here?
No, let's do it. Let's keep it short and sweet. Hopefully, keep the winning streak going here on the show. And yeah, man, hopefully we can get back in a groove. At least doing this once a week. Once we get a little more settled, both our routines are going. It's a long season. We'll get there. It's just May 8th, so a lot of baseball left. A lot of time to make some profits. But yeah, man, tell everybody about your service, dude. Don't leave out top flight wagers. You've been killing it over there for gosh, as long as I've known you.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Yeah, we've been a little MIA off social media, but still giving out picks every day to our VIP members. So if you guys want to check out our on any either X or YouTube, I believe also TikTok and Instagram, just check the link in the description. You can find a link to join us. We got a free Discord if you want to just come over join the free section. You get some free picks over there, and then if you want to come join the premium picks, come join us. You can use code NEW, give you a 50% off, and also get you a 3-day free trial. So, yeah, I appreciate you, Mike. Appreciate everybody watching today. Let's get back into this, get back into the roll of this. Maybe we'll do one tomorrow. We'll see. If not, we'll be back for sure, probably next Tuesday. So,
Absolutely.
if we don't talk to you guys tomorrow, hope you guys have a good weekend. Good luck on your bets, and let's cash out, man.
Just cash them.